to In-House Podcast. Today I want to talk about 3 tips on creating a successful environment to work in. And you know how important that is to us, because we always want to be thriving and we always want to be building a great culture around us.
For sure.
That's super important, right? A workplace culture is, I'm going to give my definition.
Yeah, give it.
Kind of know what you think of it, is shared values, shared belief system, attitudes that are like positive attitudes, and a set of assumptions, no, not even a set of assumptions, a set of goals that you're trying to meet.
Mine are similar.
Together. Yeah.
I mean, they're similar. It's probably the same thing, but another way of saying it. So it would be alignment. So being working with like-minded people, having an action plan or an end goal where the whole team benefits, and open communication.
Great. Those are awesome.
So yeah, I think I would have to pick those ones because I'm on the spot right now. But
it's all obviously shaped by our individual upbringings, our backgrounds, our cultural context as well. And I think that brings in a whole lot of dynamics in that circle when you have so many different backgrounds and ethnicity. So what brings that in all one fluid momentum is great leadership as well.
For sure.
So positive attitude with really good morals, increasing productivity and efficiency. I would just want to talk about like maybe 3 ways where we can, what we've created in our life to reduce stress, to create a positive and a working environment. So how do we create our own reality on building that high successful productivity level, whether our listeners are on the road or whether our listeners are working at a cubicle. Describe a work environment. Like, what are some maybe like top 5 factors where you can create a really good work environment?
Well, I can speak to our brokerage for one and our team. I think that it's really important to have dual communication or open communication between all team members. And I think if someone is in a leadership role, like for myself, I'm okay with my team letting me know when my communication could be more clear. I'm okay with them calling me out on certain things where, it's like, oh, but you didn't actually follow through with that, or where are we with this, or I didn't like the way, I think that that's an important part of any highly efficient and functioning team. Because how are you supposed to talk about the important things and make it better? Yeah,
so that's one of mine as well, is asking questions, providing feedback, feeling like you're valued.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's always humans first. And so even though when you're working in a team or a successful work environment, there's generally an end goal that you're all working towards. And it could be anything. It could be production. It could be something within the community, whatever it is.
I'll add a second one, positive reinforcement.
Yes, I didn't have that on my list, but that's a good one.
Giving praise when it's needed and when it's due and when it's necessary. Some people may want it in front of others. Some people may want it privately. Some may want it monetary. So any form of positive reinforcement, you got to really read that person how they want to receive that.
I was just going to say it probably relates to that personality style episode that we did too, because each individual is different. So you're absolutely right. Some people don't take public praise well. Other people thrive on it.
Yeah, they want to be the center of receiving that.
Yeah.
Another one would be positive thinking. So have like spreading really good mood, enjoying your work. What else? I would say having like a super optimistic goals.
So optimistic goals for the team so that you guys can surpass them?
Yeah, to be productive.
Be open-minded, so there's no glass ceiling on what you can actually hit.
That too, but also knowing that it's not gonna like bring your mood down. It's whatever happens, it's not gonna bring your mood down. You gotta keep it separate from your personal, and don't take things personally.
I know, that's an interesting one. Don't take things personally. I feel like sometimes, depending on the member on the team, the information, if it's a little bit critical, because criticism's good. It can lead you to produce something better. But sometimes you have to be careful with that depending on the team member. So knowing, I guess, the members of the team and how they like to be communicated with.
Yeah. I would describe my team as super high energy, always comical. We're always laughing.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
Fast paced. Yeah, I think that's the good thing about our work family is we laugh a lot about things and about each other.
Our team is fun as well. We probably don't laugh as much as you guys.
Yeah.
We're
just goofy.
No, I like that though. That's good. Our team really, we like to do things properly. So not properly, in terms of thinking, or not outside of the box, but for certain things, we like to be very efficient, make sure that it's done accurately, and make sure that the knowledge base is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So second point that will create a very positive work environment is counting your hours of power, of being accountable for every minute and every hour that you're actually productive. And so how do you
maximize your time?
Maximize your time.
So I can actually see it on your list right there, but I have to do that. So she has time blocking as one of your items. That's something that I implemented a long time ago in my business. I can't do it without the time blocking. If I don't time block, I'm all over the place, and I will multitask, and when I multitask, things actually don't get done quickly. So I find that I need to do the time block. So it could be for anything like, I'll give an example. So my typical schedule used to be, before I had the baby, because I'm off schedule right now, it's that I get into the office at the same time. I time block for returning telephone calls and emails on that work phone before I do the time block for income producing behaviors and then lead gen. And then there was another time block after that for a mindset break. And then another one after that for anything brokerage related before going on appointments. So the only way that I can fit everything for myself into a day is with time blocking.
That's really good.
But that's the only one that I use. What else do you have on your list?
Finishing the hardest task first in the beginning of the day.
I do that too, but it used to be just with telephone calls that I didn't want to make.
Okay.
I'd get them over with first.
So yeah, but you're getting them done.
Yeah.
That's
it's
really
easier.
hard to
easier.
be on the phone. Communication throughout the day, so checking in, follow-ups. I also feel like when you take mini breaks, micro breaks, you're actually, because you're decreasing your velocity of attention span throughout at the end of the day, if you're actually taking like mini breaks, it will actually help you to be more productive when you're actually on.
For sure it does, but sometimes I have a difficult time stopping. Like I just want to keep powering through.
Yeah.
But you're right, I do find that when I take those breaks, I'm a lot more productive.
Yeah.
There was some research recently done on how much attention somebody can really focus on something for.
Is it the Pomodoro?
I think so.
Timer?
Is it half an hour or 45 minutes?
I gotta look it up.
I actually don't know, guys, but it was interesting. It was something like you should really only dedicate one task for like a 30-minute stretch or something like that, and then take a break.
Yeah. Guys, can you guys look that up for us, and then we can actually correct ourselves.
Yeah.
And having goals for the day. So journalizing your big wins and journalizing your most difficult challenges. I have a really good book called Best Self. And it actually is a little bit too detailed for me.
Who's the author? Do you know? We'll look it up later.
I don't know. I'll reference it later.
Okay, because I'd read it.
It's a great journal that you would fill it in yourself.
Oh, I see.
But it breaks down to the hour, down to your wins and losses, your biggest challenges, what your goals are for the day.
Okay, I love stuff like that. I find that it helps recenter me and get me really focused.
Yeah.
I will get that information from you later.
I bought that journal for all of my team members. I don't think they
did they like it? Oh, okay.
I think it was just it's a lot, because it's already hard to even keep things in our calendar already, like to enter things into there. So to actually write things out, you're really good at like keeping a notebook, but I never keep a notebook.
So do you keep everything electronically or in your mind?
No, electronically. On
electronically?
My laptop. Yeah, I keep everything on my laptop. And the final, third way to create a successful environment around you is we become like the people we spend time with.
Mm-hmm.
That's a famous quote.
Yeah, and it's for a reason. It's so true. Like, they just lift you up. Mm-hmm. If you have the same values and that same alignment, I feel like with being surrounded by the right people, you can just all achieve so much more together. That might sound a little bit lame, but it's so true in my experience.
Mm-hmm. No, who are you spending time with? Who are you moving forward with? How are you treating those relationships? Are you cultivating that? Because they're really important in your life. Mm-hmm. How's your relationship with yourself?
Oh, so that's the one that I've had to work on the most. Mm-hmm. I still have to work on it, but over the years, my relationship with myself has been difficult. Most notably when I became a mom for the first time. And I know that we've talked about work-life balance and everything before, and I obviously am someone that wants to produce at a very high level. So at the time when I was balancing new motherhood with productivity and brokerage things, I found it really difficult because it was my health and my wellness that suffered the most, because you're looking after everybody else. You got the baby and everything too. So self-care is one way that I am getting back into touch with my relationship with myself and allowing myself either to rest or, like I told you, a really nice shower with maybe, I don't know, you can make it spa-like with essential oils or something.
I guess for now you just want a shower because
That's right.
You're not even showering.
But there was a really useful tip in a book that I read the other day when I was trying to have me time. I was feeding Stevie, like nursing her, and I had a book in one hand, so I'm trying to maximize the time that I have. But it was that if you need to be in a rush, so do you like to take baths? Some people like baths.
No, I don't.
I've never been a bath person because it takes too long.
Well, for me, it's like I don't like to waste water.
Okay, that too, but sometimes people take long showers and that can be just as wasteful.
I guess so, yeah.
But one way to, if you're not a bath person, to have a quick shower and treat it more like a spa is to rub essential oils in your hands, and then like the steam, I guess, it comes back up. So that's a quick mom tip. I'm actually gonna try that later because I was like, I only have 5 minutes to dedicate to this, and that could work.
Okay.
I'm gonna try that.
Put that on your
the 60-day challenge.
Companies with great cultures are rewarded with super loyal, enthusiastic employees.
Yeah.
Right? So hire talent where they're going to be your people who will like ride the bus with you.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Right? So creating that successful environment by adding positive people, by adding people who are going to fit your culture and being super like people-centric in your business.
So people-centric, what are ways that you show your team that they are meaningful members of your team?
Always congratulating them publicly on our WhatsApp group chat and privately as well. I do both.
So the positive reinforcement you talked about.
Reinforcement. Yeah. Special like surprises, like the team events. We do our Christmas parties together as well. You know, I take them out for lunch, take them out for coffee, whatever, before, after meetings. Passing on leads, I think, is really important because that
shows
means
trust.
I trust them with my A-list because they're my actual clients where I could have taken on that listing or buyer, but it's not like a cold lead or referral.
That's right.
They're actually a transaction that I've done before with them. So just passing that on, I think that speaks volumes.
For sure it would. I'm sure that they would feel like you trusted them greatly with something that was really important to you, and they'd probably feel that they've really earned their place within your team. Question actually, I don't know about the point, but my question was, how do you show your team members that they're meaningful? It can be as simple as just acknowledging somebody. And really, so it's not always about the team goal, right? Each individual member on your team is their own person. Every person has things that may or may not be going on in their life as well that you might not know about because you're in a business relationship. but it should always be humans and people first. So I think it can be as simple as genuinely asking them like, hey, I noticed that something was off or something today, or I noticed, it doesn't have to be anything negative, right? But like, how are you actually doing?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can help you with in terms of support?
Yep.
And really mean it, and then be there for the follow through.
Yeah. And just treat them as a human.
I know people
Rather
sometimes
than
don't do that.
a transaction.
They're not a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love my team.
I know, me too.
being that
But
way.
we're lucky though that we love our team.
So guys, those are the 3 tips on creating a very successful environment around your work. I think that's it for us. Well, thanks for joining. And we're gonna have some super exciting guests lined up for the next time.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye.